beautiful place. These two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Entering pause screen. Entering play call, onside base, error 3 category, normal.
Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Oregon's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. As many good things as the Oregon coaching staff had done, they certainly had the monkey on their back. 0 for 3 against Washington in their first 2 years, all one-score games. They finally got it right a year ago, and you got to think the Dogs are now looking for payback.
Yeah, it was a 28-point beatdown. So they got the monkey off the back. Dan Lanning gets his first win versus Washington. This is always a great rivalry game, and Oregon got the momentum back in this series a year ago, Palmer.
Yeah, they did. They had great balance on offense, too. Remember Dylan Gabriel throwing it and Jordan James on the ground running it. So they're going to look to do a little bit more of that in this one today.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. And they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Hughes. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Entering formation, shotgun, option, empty base, normal Y off.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Makes the grab. It's Benson. Still running at the 40. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness.
There he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondary nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals.
And the pressure gets there. And down he
Entering
goes at
play
the
call,
18.
coach suggestions.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the
Give
big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the
Entering
ball.
play
That
call,
time, he got
coach
hit.
suggestions.
The ball came
There are
free,
categories.
bounced
You
right
have
into the
15
defender's
options
hands, and he
that
makes the
answer
pay,
selected.
taking it back all the way for a score.
Entering play
And the extra
formula.
point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will
Entering
come
play
out to
call,
the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession.
Give cushion.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he
Entering play
never had a
call,
chance,
Joseph.
just
There are 6
stopped cold as
categories.
soon
You
as he
have
got
9
it.
options.
You know when you're
Left,
playing against a
silver
defense
shoot,
of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Give cushion.
Williams will pass. Finds a man on the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Washington sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team able to smack it to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry in 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house, and since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching.
He's got it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Tight smash. Shallow cross.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Moore will throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're dealing with a second and long. Takes a handoff. It's Hughes. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second.
There are 8. Shotgun. Ring of ZX off. There are 26 categories.
So first down here as they go back to work.
Selected.
Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside give. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Tight slots HB win.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Offense in a bunch formation. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Single back. Tight slots HD win.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
Entering play call.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. Brings into the open. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Shotgun option is
the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's caught. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
There are 8 categories. You have
this offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Cog 1 Robert, cover 3, Cog 1 Robert press.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Williams will pass. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Entering play call.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
3 to auction, even there's Cog 1 Robert press. There. Cover 3 hard flat.
And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Boston. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
You have 8 options. Cover 2 invert yard flat is selected.
Williams looking for a man. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.
Option is set to 3. Nickel blitz. 2 to 4 single. Cover 2 invert. Cover 1 hole. Nickel blitz free.
And now on second down for this offense.
Give cushion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Wait, escort hot dog, escort hot dog, escort zone toss. Wing pair, inside zone. AHB stretch.
One more snap coming before halftime. The give to the right. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today.
Entering plate.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Big nickel. 4.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime?
And the sack! All the way back at the 5.
Play call under.
They got more sacks than a
3 yard
grocery
flat.
store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Leaves it with the back. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The short hands, it's Williams. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Entering play call. I-4, shot, sink, wild, to swing. You have 4 options. Blast
we thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that
Entering
one.
play from
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Entering.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Post.
Now the play fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Entering play. Goal line. Option is set.
The Huskies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the catch. It's Evans. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
3, 2 to 4 wide. Cover 2 invert.
Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Covered silver shoe pitch.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Williams will pass. The quick out. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Play call.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Entering play call. Fort Nickel. Option is 2 to 4 over. Cover 4. 2 to 4 dub. Cover mid blitz. 2 to 4 over.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Shotgun. Option is step wide off their kick jet pass AHD slip screen.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways.
He uncorks one deep. Makes a grab on the shot. Open space in the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Gonna run it. It's Washington. Stopped in the backfield. He's gonna lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Here's the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Moore to the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Slot open. 5W space shot Y option.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Short cross.
Might be changing the route.
Audible. Ghost sit. Ghost sit.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He'll take another shot here. He's got it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Entering play.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
The snap sets up to throw. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone for
Entering play
another
call,
touchdown,
coach
and this is a
suggestions. There are 8 categories. You
down.
have 15 options.
This
Have
dude
them
is
to
revving
select.
his engine like that duck coming out on a
Entering play
motorcycle. He
normal.
is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Huskies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Formation.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking to throw, it's Horton. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Oregon, 63, Washington, 13.
Coming out with it, it's Benson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the record.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Entering play call.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. There he goes. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party, the consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice Nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
How about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
Entering play call, cover 3.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Holmes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
With the catch, it's on. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Entering Cosmo screen, you have 3 options. Stats is